Howdy everybody and welcome back to the extravaganza. Last time in Tales of the Shattered Age, Jovo was tasked with aiding Beatrice, a noble woman to the north, as she attempts to establish trade with the hill giants. Informed of his impending union to this noble woman, Jovo takes a night with his current lover before the responsibility of nobility erased the idealistic freedom of choice. Despite Jovo's father sending his son to Illdedo, where Beatrice awaits, Jovo makes plans of his own, taking Apollia, his mentor and lover, as his travel companion. They would depart Thermos together, and thus the story continues. The travel to Illdedo was a tedious matter for the duo. There was some aspect of freedom that came from leaving the confines of Thermos and being able to see far more of the world in one of these few rare moments. Though even now, seeing how many folks were flocking towards Thermos brought a great unease to the young lord. What is the matter? Every time we pass by more traveling towards Thermos, you grow silent. Seeing all of my people rush towards there isn't exactly comforting. Makes me believe the rumors I've heard. This is troubling. If the United Confederacy are able to scare so many to seek shelter, then I wonder what else is going on with the coalition forces, or for that matter, the Red Dragon domain. You worry too much. Besides, the Reds would never let the pass fall. You are one, alone. Even with my help, we couldn't stop those forces. You do have a point. Now, let's focus before we take too long and add another stay to reach Illdedo. Time would pass, and the two would eventually leave the glimmering sands and enter the grassy fields of the thunderous plains. Though both welcomed an escape from the heat, Apollia refused to take a break from their path, even if they neared her homeland. She insisted they continued onward till at last they would reach the city of Illdedo. After being informed they were expected, a servant informed them upon arrival that Lady Beatrice had already departed for the Teeth of Gorkash. This news did not dissuade the duo as they chose to push onward after the noble woman. Despite the very evident need for rest from the already exhausted journey, the long path in the hills served only to annoy the young lord. Eventually the duo arrived to the Teeth of Gorkash, a bit worse for wear, but at least satisfied they managed to reach their destination with very few distractions. Feels good to finally be here. Agreed. Honestly, the trip here was so... Jovo? The sound of combat quickly started to fill the air as the young lord's eyes were easily drawn to the massive training yard. No, you must go meet Lady Beatrice. She did not wait for me, so it's only fair that she can wait a bit longer while I go see what exactly is going on. Wait, that isn't... Before she could say more, Jovo had already moved towards the training yard, letting his curiosity get the better of him. As he ventured through the city, his gaze caught a lizard folk in one of the cages.
Come to belittle me.
No. Why have they placed you in this cage?
I took shiny thing for tribe. Caught.
Interesting. And bold to try that here. Death usually comes to those trapped in cages, which seems a waste for one such as yourself to die for a petty crime.
You wish to free me?
I wish to give you a better path. Now, to find a proper way to free you. Then we can discuss a new path for you. What is your name?
Creek.
Well, Creek, I will be back soon. Departing from the cages, Jovo would find himself face to face with the ringleader of sorts, unlikely as the goblin was to be the arena organizer.
Get the next round ready. We don't got all day to deal with these thieves.
Greetings.
Great. Another noble. What do you want, pal?
I've come to set the lizard folk free.
Yeah? And how do you plan on doing that? Asking nicely?
Tempting, but I'd rather do it in a more fitting way. What does a thief's life cost in the arena? The goblin waves a hand towards the arena floor.
Everything. A thief wins or dies. If he wins, he goes free.
Perfect. I'll stand in his place. The goblin, looking confused by his words, and didn't mask it as he studied Jovo.
Got a name?
Jovo. And yours?
Eatrax. And who are you planning on fighting?
The strongest one you have. I've been traveling for days and want to have something wake me up properly. The goblin, erupting into laughter, merely shook his head.
Get yourself ready, kid, cause my guy is waiting.
After some amount of preparation, Jovo entered the training arena, where he found the giant standing at the ready.
I crush you.
I wish you the best of luck.
You odd one. Me Smurf.
Would you like to become stronger? Far better than this place could ever make you, my friend. The hill giant held no such interest in what the young lord had to say. This would give ample time for Apollia to go and find Lady Beatrice. He should be right over here, my lady. Fantastic. I get to finally speak with him and hopefully we can find him quickly. Where did you last see him? As the both of them began their search for him, there was a brief moment where Apollia glanced down into the arena and with a heavy sigh quickly following, seeing the young lord as one of the combatants. I have located him. Excellent. Where is he? Merely motioning towards the arena, where both of them watched Jovo and the giant competing against one another and a large crowd that was forming to watch the spectacle. Is he a fool? To challenge such a massive creature to single combat? If he is harmed, or worse, these people will look down on him and make trying to win their favor far more difficult. I wouldn't be concerned about that aspect. The two watched as Beatrice in both a state of shock and worry as the combat between the two continued on, though soon there would be a look of awe as the battle quickly came to an end, with Jovo standing victorious. Good battle, my friend.
Ugh, you hurt. You is strongest.
I am strong. I can help you get stronger if you wish to follow me.
Follow? You mean work for?
Something like that.
Me think about after nap.
As the giant loses consciousness, and Jovo turns his gaze towards the goblin and proceeds to make his way back up to speak with him.
Well, I'll give it to you, kid. I thought you were crazy, but you proved me wrong and won the fight.
He was a worthy foe, and hopefully he recovers quickly.
But it will be fine after some rest. So what brings you here?
In truth, I am here to help build the alliance with the leader here to try and win favor, but my plans have changed. I wish to start forming my own alliance here, and hope to start with them.
Well, the first bit, the best you're gonna be able to do, is to do the hard things the giants can't do for the leader. The second bit you're aiming at, think you're just a madman. You should know by now none of us work well together.
Maybe, but I'm prideful, and don't mind proving what I am able to do. The goblin laughed as he tossed Jovo a key.
That will open the cage. Go on and free your lizard folk, and if you need information on what you can do around the town, come and find me, and I'll help set you straight.
Jovo and Etrox shake hands before departing to handle their own task. You are free now, my friend.
Tss. Saved by a smooth skin.
By a friend. And if you wish to be stronger for not only your tribe, but for yourself, consider joining me. Without another word, Crick took his leave. I will be hunting tomorrow morning. Meet me outside the gate to join me. Are you mad? You could have been hurt, or killed, or so much worse. I am fine, and it is a pleasure to meet you, Lady Beatrice.
You're just so insufferable!
I did warn you, my lord was quite the odd one. Yes, you did, and thank you for that though. Jovo feels magic flow around him before he comes to notice that the dirt and blood that was on him no longer remained, and he was now far more tolerable to stand by thanks to smelling clean. Well now, I do not need to bathe. Come, let us head back to my tent so we can further discuss things now that you are here and not trying to get yourself killed. The trio make their way to Lady Beatrice's tent, where this chapter comes to an end. Thank you all for showing up to this extravaganza, and I hope you're having a great time listening to this story. If you enjoyed it a lot, why don't you subscribe and hit that bell? I'd really appreciate it. Till next week, you all take care. Prideful out.